What's happening? 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 What's happening?
We put 1,000 on black.
On black.
1,000 on black. Whole team.
Show the cash. Show the cash. Show the cash.
Let me see the cash.
ID.
1,000 on cash for the game.
$1,000 on cash. $1,000 on black.
On black. Bones to go. Look, when in doubt, put bones in. We're gonna win. One bet. Let's get it.
Come on, Bones.
Sit down, bro. You confident?
You're a legend. You're legendary.
Dennis don't want to go in there, bro. Wait. We got plenty of space.
That's the Uber XL right there.
You don't have plenty of space. This man said, y'all want to throw one of these bags in
Hey, take care of my whiteboard, dog.
Hey, Sean is smart. No, I can't fit in there. I got 2 bags.
No way.
Bro, you could have put one on your lap.
No.
If you wanted to.
YouTube, I just got back from CT Barber Expo. Amazing. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about that. But right now, I have an unboxing. Just got home. I think Babyliss sent me a package. So I was with Dennis and the Babyliss team for some of the show. I ain't saying nothing about this package, so let's see what it is. Alright, so here we go. Damn, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, I got a shaver. Remember, I got this shaver a long time ago, but I didn't get it in the packaging. The packaging is really, really nice. Ferrari powered products. Auto shut off, hypoallergenic lithium ion. That's the big one. I don't think the metal ones are lithium ion. 10,000 RPM, so it's a fast motor. 4-stage LED battery indicator, ergonomic design, 3-hour runtime. I didn't know the runtime before. So I can confidently say this is probably the best shaver on the market right now as far as its performance, like cutting and stuff. I really, really think that this is a really, really good shaver. So if you're looking for your next shaver, this is probably a good one. Oh, the FX3 trimmer. So I gotta try these out, see how sharp these are. You guys know I think these are super sharp, like super sharp. Anybody with a heavy hand, be careful with these. But some of you guys that be sharpening your blades and stuff, I'm telling you right now, don't need to do that with these trimmers. Do not sharpen. Crazy powerful motor, lithium ion, 4-hour runtime, ergonomic, new Ferrari designed. Brushless engine, exposed blade. This is a nice machine. I've had these for a while now. I'm interested to see what people's reviews are. I'm gonna be looking out on YouTube for different reviews on them. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing with a lot of these tools. Like when I look at other brands and other tools and stuff, like I'll do unboxings and I'll have my initial reaction to them. But I don't cut hair as much as you guys do anymore. So I'm gonna start looking at other reviews and seeing what people think and, you know, giving my opinion based on those. And then here's another tool. This is the FX3 clipper. It has like the switch lever. You know, it's a preference thing, but these things go through bulk. Typically really, really good. These style clippers, 6,000 to 7,000 RPM, ergonomic, 5-hour runtime. So crazy runtime on these. I'm interested to see what people think about these clippers. I got a feeling I know what people are gonna say about these two, but this I'm interested to see because, you know, I know not everybody likes this style clipper, but I think especially people who have never used this style, see what they're gonna try with these. I think that's gonna be interesting. This is the case they were selling at the CT Barber Expo yesterday. You guys can see I took a test just to be careful. But then I gotta take another one in a couple days to make sure that that's accurate. But I'm just being safe. Look, opening the case so you can put the clipper, the trimmer, the shaver. That's pretty cool. So this is what they were selling it in at the show. Most people bought this, from my understanding. So if that's the case, I know a lot of people are gonna have the clippers. I'm gonna be looking out for those. But I really like that they were selling all 3 of them in this case at the show. That's pretty cool. And I think that's one of the, I don't know if they're gonna do that on their website. That might be one of the perks of going to hair shows and getting that unique packaging and stuff. So pretty cool. Thank you, Babyliss. As always, really appreciate the gifts you guys be giving your boy. Looking forward to actually, I'm gonna use the trimmer probably to see if any changes have been made. There were some talks about it. Yeah, I gotta hit up the guys over there and just see. I got this spiral staircase and I feel like I don't use it enough, so I'm gonna use it for this talk, tell you guys about the expo and how it went, and just kind of reflect on it. It was a great show. It was a really, really good show, man. Jay made this, always does his thing. Connecticut Barber Expo is a must. every year. It's like, it's not an option. It needs to be a priority. You need to pull up. And this one definitely, you know, we had to skip a year. I think the last one was in 2019, but Jay didn't skip a beat, man. This show was epic. It was at the Mohegan Sun Casino. The venue was incredible. It was like as nice as any casino I've seen in Vegas. It was an amazing time, and it was a great venue. I was a little nervous about the show, just a little bit, because I had never done a business class at the CT Barber Expo. It's always been cutting. I know that typically Jay has a hard time filling seats when it comes to business classes, but this class was packed, man. It was full. I was nervous, but I want to tell you guys real quick a tip, a life hack. People ask me all the time, how do you get in front of people and speak? There had to be at least 500 people there in the class. And what I typically think to myself is, I'm like an introvert in reality. I can't just go up to people and introduce myself and create conversation. That's just not who I've ever been. But I know that if I speak about something I'm confident in because I know the subject or I'm passionate about the subject, then I can speak for hours. So I don't try to be something that I'm not. I don't try to be all like smiley and funny and have these crazy, amazing slideshows, because to me, it would just make me even more nervous, and it would make me feel like I gotta practice even more. I did a simple like wall pad, and I put some notes on there, and the notes were like 2 words or 3 words, and really what they were to not just hone down on a specific point that the class can take in, but to remind me what I'm supposed to be talking about during that time. It's not like one of those things where, okay, that's a reminder, now I need to say what I remember I was supposed to say. No, I just speak on that topic, and then I move on to the next one. And that's how you look confident on stage. That's how you look like you know what you're talking about. And it also makes you sound like you're genuine. And I've taken a lot of courses, guys, on like public speaking and trying to get better. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's not worth it, because it is. You take some of those points, but ultimately the foundation has to be what you feel confident doing. Some people are great at PowerPoints and they feel confident doing that, but that's not me. So self-awareness, I guess, is a big factor in it. But yeah, I mean, think about it. Some of y'all know everything about sneakers. I could put you on stage, matter in front of 10,000 people, ask you some questions about sneakers, and you'll be able to talk to me for 2 hours about it, right? That presentation is on the Academy right now. We recorded it, saved it. It was only supposed to be 50 minutes. It went on for an hour and a half. And it wasn't because I wouldn't get off stage. It's because, shout out to Ivan Zoo. He loved the vibes. He loved the energy in the room. He didn't want to lose it. So he bought me some time, and he allowed me to keep doing Q&A and stuff. So shout out to Ivan Zoo for that. But yeah, that class was dope, and it reminded me why I love doing what I do so much, man. And I can't wait for the next class that I get to do. I'm gonna try to stick to business and growth, personal growth type stuff. So yeah, let me tell you about the rest of the show. I didn't get to actually go to the Grammys, and part of it was just me being negligent, me being stupid, being irresponsible. I was not thinking about the tickets. I'm an educator at the show, I'm a vendor at the show, and I was so focused on making sure that the class was gonna come out good, and there's just so much stuff. I had my clothes, I had all that, and I remember earlier that afternoon, Jay had posted, tickets are sold out. Damn. And he said after 11:30 they'd open doors again and you'd be able to come. I wasn't gonna go to party. I was gonna go to support, show face, show love to everybody, and congratulate all the Grammy winners. So I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna be that guy that pulls up, it's Chris Basio, I'm an educator here, let me in. I'm not gonna do that either. You know, those guys have enough stress in that weekend just trying to do their job and make sure there's a good show. And I'm not gonna act like a diva. I just took responsibility for slacking. But I won't miss any more Grammys. But I heard the Grammys were amazing. It looked like the room was packed. So I heard that the next Grammys is gonna be crazy because the people are gonna vote on who's nominated. And I think that's epic. I think that's a big deal. If a person deserves a Grammy in content creating, or in entrepreneur, or in female barber, I don't even know if that's a category. If they deserve it 5 years in a row, they should get it, and the people should be the reason why they get it. So I think that is. Another thing is, when I start talking, I play with my nose a lot. I think that's nerves. And I'm sure you guys have seen me do it before because I see comments all the time in my videos where somebody says, stop messing with your nose. Probably just nerves. But yeah, I think that's a dope concept. I think that's going to make the Grammys that much more special. You know what I mean? That's why I really appreciated my Grammy Educator of the Year in 2019 because it was voted on. The nominees weren't, but it was voted on, and I got the W there, so that was cool. I'm telling you, I'm so much not that guy. They wouldn't let me into the venue because I a VIP necklace and I didn't have it on. They wouldn't let me into the venue, and I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm not gonna be that guy. And like, it was funny because I'm just waiting at the door, and one of my guys, they saw that I had to get in, so I said, hey, can you run in there and get my tag or whatever? It's at the booth. While I'm there, people are like, that are walking out, see me and they're showing me love, you know, dapping me up, they're taking pictures with me. And it was like person after person after person. And I can see the people at the door that wouldn't let me in. They were like talking to each other, like, we should probably just let them in. The girl that was there was like, nah, we can't, just in case. And I think that's dope. Like, some people would get upset about it, but I think it's dope because she doesn't know if I'm testing them. You know what I mean? She's just doing her job. And I told her that I was like, hey, I appreciate you doing your job. Once Tyler, who was working for the Connecticut Barber Expo, he's the one that recorded this footage of me waiting out the door. He told me that I could come in. You know, when I walked through, I just said, hey, I appreciate you doing your job. Good shit, you know? So that was funny. You know, setting up the booth, the team was dope. Like, the relationships. I've met people like Victorino. I got to chop it up with people, you know, from other brands like Poppy Blends, the Level 3. We're all just normal guys, man. We're just all normal guys just in love with the craft, man, and trying to help people. So being able to have conversations with the people you can't normally have on a day-to-day basis at these shows is really, really cool. We introduced our new booth. The booth isn't as nice as the one that... It's nice, but it's not as much of a big deal as the other booth that we typically have, which is like a trust system, and people go crazy about it. This booth is nice too, but the reason why it's nice is because it's new, number one. Number two, it's easy to travel with. So because it's easy to travel with, it's easy to set up. We knocked it out probably like an hour. Got to focus on more important things. Babyliss launched those products that I unboxed earlier in this video, and then Andis, they dropped the Andis T outliner, which I was told sold out. Shout out to my boy Angel Walls. He told me they sold out in like the first 30 minutes of the show. You know, it was just dope vibes. The competitions were dope. McKenna, she was with us helping set up the booth. Shout out to McKenna. She actually won first place in the ladies battle. And she was so happy, man. I was so proud of her for winning that, man, because I've seen her come up. I remember the first time we met her at the show and all her growth since then. And she's been growing in life. She's been winning in life. And then she pulls up to the show and wins the ladies battle first place at the biggest expo in the world. That was phenomenal. It was just a great weekend, man. It was a really great weekend. Wall sponsored the after party. The after party was crazy. Such amazing vibes, no problems, no drama, no issues. Just a whole bunch of people showing each other love. That was a good time. We had dinner at some really, really good restaurants there. Although it was an amazing weekend, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It will take a lot out of you, but it'll also put fire in you to come back and go even harder. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those places. It forces you to count your blessing. It also forces you to be inspired because you're around so many people that are doing amazing things. I'm fired up, man. The next show that we're going to, I believe, it was going to be Bronner Brother, but that got canceled. We got Salt Lake City, Tennessee Barber Expo. We got the Clash of the Clippers in Des Moines, Iowa. I don't even know, there's a lot of shows. Oh, we got Chicago, ABS Chicago. I've never been to that show. Look up some barber shows, look up some hair shows, and go. For some of you guys, it can literally change the trajectory of your career to a positive one, or it can put a fire in you and put you on a rocket ship, man. I think one of the coolest things that I saw at that show, man, were the amount of new businesses, new entrepreneurs. And there were some that would like approach me and would say, yo, Basio, I want you to know you inspired me and I started my own company. And it's real innovative products. I love that, man. You know, I love that. So I guess that's all I got. Yo, if you were at that show, man, and we got to spend any time together, just want to tell you guys I really appreciate the support, the excitement, you know, that you guys have for the industry, and don't lose that. I try to follow everybody that I meet at these shows, and I just look forward to seeing people's growth. Thank you guys all for the support. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know I did, and I'll see you guys at the next one.